Lore is always a bugger to break down. Hello, YouTubers. This is the Noobifier. It was Friday, and that meant Star Citizen Live 2950 Imperator Election with Cherie, Will, Dave, and Adam, who are the lore team at CIG. I normally don't break down lore, but this was a super fun show, and I felt it was more than worth the effort. Please be sure to share because the vote starts today. Here's what you need to know in 3 minutes. Jared opened the show by highlighting that most of this discussion would revolve around a forum post which is visible now and which is linked in the description for you. There you'll see a list of candidates, articles, and posts about the in-game process of choosing a new leader. Adam said that this process started over a year ago by taking a huge group of candidates down to 10. The second vote occurred in April, which dropped the number down even further. As this is a galactic scale election, there needs to be a big time buffer so that the information could reach all the distances needed. All citizens can vote, and they said that despite anyone technically being able to win, having party backing comes in with money and a fan base, which increases the chances of being chosen. The team decided that it would be super fun to include the community, as they said they actually had no winner chosen, and whatever the community vote decided would be the leader and the lore would be written to reflect that. They brainstormed the system that would make most sense for this scale. Citizen Day is the yearly opportunity where citizens pledge their oath, and on that day every 10 years, the votes are cast for this new leader. The lore team took the opportunity to build upon the previous lore, plus they liked that they could also build up and highlight important tie-ins to solidify future lore framework. They considered what each section of the galaxy's population would hold dear and find important. Different planets have different concerns, which makes sense, because some locations are basically slave camps and others are pristine and thriving. Cherie said that she was happy with the story behind each candidate as it included a rich backstory, and each candidate has a drive, resulting in lore in keeping with what would be needed in a game universe at a scale like this. Questions from the live chat began by asking how much influence the leader would actually have. Because we have a democratic Senate, any decision would be distilled through the process, and that would decide how best to implement the plan. The policy having to do with how we deal with alien relations are driven heavily by the leader. The new leader would be challenged by some broad economic struggles, such as how to deal with the synth world, which is hemorrhaging money, and they would also need to consider the cost of providing security against other factors. Sol and Terra have tension, which could lead to a civil war, but Cherie said that as long as we're at war with the Vanduul, the greater focus would likely be on that threat, making an internal fight unlikely. This was actually a cool piece of information. Full AI control is a conversational topic in the universe, as in the past many efforts have been made to achieve success. Within lore, efforts were always made, and it usually led to catastrophic failures where plans were shelved, resulting in a disdain towards automation. This is why most ships need a pilot. This is why most turrets need a person manning them, and explains why in the Star Citizen universe we have more player-directed control and less fully automated systems. The conversation continued and went very deep into a more minute detail, and I found it difficult to break down, so I'll say if you're interested in this line of conversation, it began at the 25-minute mark and pretty much capitalized the rest of the original hour-long discussion. Links are provided in the description, and that's it. Please review your candidates and cast your votes today. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.